Good evening. I'm Craig Mack. Boxing, that's a word that can strike fear into some people's heart. Fear is a word that we're all familiar with. We've all felt it at some point. I'm going to quote a legendary boxing trainer, Cus D'Amato. He stated that the hero and the coward both feel the same thing, but the hero uses his fear. He projects it into his opponent, while the coward runs. It's the same thing, fear, but it's what we do with it that matters. I always wanted to fight. There was a fight or flight method. I never wanted to choose flight. So I took myself down a path that would, oddly enough, run me into a lot of fear, but I would overcome it. When a man stands in front of you with bad intentions and he wants to hurt you, he wants to hit you, that's the true definition of fear. So in order for me to become a boxer, I had to do just that. I had to stand in front of another man. What I had to first get was equipment. So I went out and got boxing gloves. I got boxing shoes. Very similar to this. They were white in color at the time. What I did was when I put these boxing shoes on, I instantly thought I was a professional. So I went and I challenged the first person I saw. It was a terrible idea. What I realized was that the boxing shoes didn't make me any faster or weigh any less. So I had to change my diet. I had to change how I was living. What I did was initially I stopped eating fast food. I was 230 pounds at 19 years old, so I had to make a change. So I stopped eating fast food. I stopped drinking soda and only stuck with home-cooked meals and water. Then I began to condition myself. I started strength training and cardio training, which made me a little quicker. From there, I had to actually get training. So I met with a trainer. He started to teach me the ropes, teach me how to throw my punches, how to dodge, get out of the way of other people's attacks. This worked well. Unfortunately, I wasn't prepared to get hit. When he finally started hitting me back, I realized I didn't have a heart for the fight, so I had to dig deep and figure out why I wanted to fight. So I thought about it. Why did I want to be a fighter? Well, my dad was a boxer, my grandfather was a boxer, my uncle also. So why not me, right? And another thing was that I've always wanted to do a job where I put myself in harm's way. I would have to know how to defend myself, so it would give me confidence if nothing else. So I decided to go ahead and push through with this, find my heart, and begin to train. My boxing trainer always told me that strength didn't matter, how big or small you was didn't matter, or how much heart you had didn't matter if you can outsmart your opponent. So what I began to do was try to think myself out of the fight or think myself better in the fight instead of try to outstrength somebody or have more heart than them. When I did that, I realized that it worked a little better. Instead of trying to take more punches, I learned how to get out of the way of the punches, think a pattern, fight. And overall, I had to control fear, because fear was the number one thing holding me back. So what I did was I took that fear and I channeled it. I went to my first fight, and as I stepped up the stairs to go inside the ring, that's when I realized I do have fear. I can't get rid of it. It's what I do with it that matters. So what did I do? I swallowed it. I went inside of that ring, and I channeled it into my opponent. He hit me, my fear became aggression, and I began to dominate the fight. The fight went well. I was initially worried about what people would say. Oh, did I look bad? Did I look good? Did I embarrass myself? Am I a quitter? But I didn't worry about all that. I just did my fight. Once I was done, what I realized is that that journey, that path, took me from a place where I was afraid to a place where I'm no longer afraid. I don't let fear hold me back now. I control my fear. That concludes my speech. You stop yet?
Yeah. I don't know if you have to go into the assessment part too on it or not.
No. So the whole time I was doing this, you didn't stop?
Don't worry about it. I can edit that.